Winmau again, so it was great to have you down for a practice session. Trust you had a good journey, so...
Yes, not too bad.
Good.
Looking forward to the golf later.
Yeah, good. Take some money off me. Right, let's have a quick recap where things are going for you at the moment. You're back in the Pro Tour, you've had 12 events. How's it going?
It's been going well actually this year. Fortunately, I didn't qualify for the European, but it's been very hard work really. The players have been playing exceptionally well.
Has the standard gone up this year, or?
Well, it's tough every year, and it's just trying to keep up with everybody else. And every weekend you're just trying to, last 16, last 8, maybe get to the final, maybe win one. So every week's a challenge.
So I guess the last stages make a big difference to your rank in your career then?
Yeah, we've had 5 Europeans this year, which makes a bit of a change. And
how are they going? How are they different to the UK version?
well, with the Europeans, if you're in the top 32, you automatically qualify, which is good for me. I'm still 30, 31 at the moment.
Age or ranking, sorry?
So I'm automatically going to go into it as long as I can keep in that 32. And then you're joined by 32 qualifiers.
And where are 32 qualifiers from?
You get 20 from the UK and 12 from the European. So there'll be a little knockout in England, say before Barnsley or something like that, where you'll have 60, 70 players playing for the 20 spots.
So fiercely contested then?
And then in Europe, maybe in Holland or something like that, all the Europeans will join up to play for the 12 spots.
And how are they different on the floor? Is it just like playing a normal Pro Tour back here, or?
Well, with the European ones, they've got a tendency to play them on stage now, so they've got an audience of 2,000 or 3,000 there, which is great. Like
so
mini tournament.
So you enjoy that then?
Yeah, very good. Yeah, we have all walk-ons and everything else. So it's a bit like the TV.
All right. And who this year on the Pro Tour? Who's caught your eye? Any new names coming through? Anyone in really good form that we wouldn't maybe expect to see?
I don't know. A lot of the youth players have been playing. Michael Smith's been playing very well in the youth and in the Pro Tours as well. Mostly James Hubbard. A few of the youngsters are really playing well. Alan Monk's still around. Problem is, I'm getting older, and they're coming up through now and
working very hard. I guess
it makes it harder for me now. Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to keep your foot down. Well, thanks for that review of the Pro Tour. You qualified and played recently in the Betfair World Match Play at Blackpool, where you played Kevin Painter. Was it first round?
Yeah, we're good friends, me and Kevin. But unfortunately, you've got to draw somebody, and I had Kevin in the draw. Yeah, I played well against Kevin.
Felt the darts, so your darts were in good form?
Yeah, it went well. I've been averaging like 100 in even the European tournaments on the stage and that lot. And same with Kevin, I don't think I was well up in the 90s. And then in the second round I had Michael van Gerwen.
And Michael was on very good form, wasn't he?
Yeah, same thing. I mean, I think I averaged 100 there, but he was 100 and 204, and also he had a 9 dart, which didn't help.
Yeah, well, he kicked on, so fair play. But again, that's important to you in your ranking to keep you up in...
Yeah, because from 2 years before that, I got to the last 16, so I was defending points and money from that. So it's important that you get back into these TV tournaments, or you're going to suddenly start dropping down. Yeah,
well, that was a good effort. And then this weekend was another big weekend for you, because we understand there was a bit of a tense wait with whether you qualify for the World Grand Prix up in Dublin, and we hear you're in.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't have a very good weekend, but I managed to just scrape through. So
what happened on the weekend? Just a few early rounds?
Yeah, maybe it's the pressure of thinking about the World Grand Prix. I knew this was the last one. I had a little bit of a lead on a few of them, and I think I still got about 300 pounds. Still just about got there. I'm in the 14th spot, so I don't care where I finish really. As long as I'm in it, that's the main.
So you can relax now and focus on what you need to do out in Dublin.
It's only about 3 weeks away, and so I haven't got much time to prepare. But it's a double start, so it's a different game. It's nice to change and play a different game, really.
So on that double start, I think one of the things that you're keen to show your fans in the dart world is gearing some practice towards what is a very different tournament. This double start's more pressure on, you can't go straight off, and so you've come up with 2 games that you're working with. One of those is the 101 double start, double finish, and then you've got 20 of your favourite double in a row to finish. So if you could just quickly talk us through your 101 double start, double finish.
The 101, I just basically double in and double out. So you start on your 32 or your double top or even a bull if you wanted to, and just vary it around a little bit. Try to do it in 3. If you can't do it in 3, then use 6 and then start all over again. Basically, you try to do it in 3, and it's good practice on your doubles.
So you find this sharpens the focus that you've got to now actually start with a double and finish and feel.
Yeah, just to make it a nice little short game instead of having to keep using the machine all the time or having to write scores down. It's you just keep it in your head.
And keep doubles more in the focus.
Yeah.
Are there any players who on tour do you think's better at double start than double finish? Who are good starters on doubles?
I think, well, most of the top ones, I think the ones that start on double top are very confident at double top. I mean, James Wade's a good double top and a double 10 starter. He loves them 2 doubles. But with doubling, it's pressure. And you know you've got to get off with your first 3. If you don't get off with your first 3, you're chasing all the time. So it's.
And what will you do if all of a sudden one of the doubles isn't working for you? What are you going to do? Are you going to switch that double, or are you going to stick with it?
Yeah, you got to switch. I think it's stupid to just keep persevering with it. I mean, everybody says, "Oh, you'll get it in the end," but I think sometimes change is good as a rest. So you need to switch it across. I think. So
just a quick change of focus. So maybe if you're missing tops, just switch to 16s and just get into the game.
I mean, the problem with the World Grand Prix, you've got to start on double top, or you can't do a 9-dart 501. I mean, Brendan Dolan did it last year, did a 9-dart, brilliant. I mean, start with double top.
Oh, that was fantastic. Yeah. I mean, that's a.
But if
it's almost like an 8-darter, really.
Right.
Yeah.
If you start with a double 16, obviously you can't do a 9-darter, so everybody tends to go on the double top.
So next couple of weeks, double tops are being pounded up and down the country then?
Oh yeah, I mean I will start on double top, and if I'm hitting it in the first 3 darts, I'll keep with it. But if I start struggling, I'll switch back to 32.
And where will that leave you in view of starting on double top? Will it mean you'll be finishing on double 16 more regularly, or is...
Yeah, I'll still leave me double 16 because I think 16s are great because you've got 8s next door. You haven't got to move or anywhere, yeah. So I will be trying to leave 32.
So this second practice game of 20 double 16s is focused on that finish then?
Yeah, basically, that's right.
Oh, brilliant. Well, let's see how you get on. Steve, thanks for your time again. Let's play some darts.
Brilliant.
Right, we've had loads of questions about your darts. They sell fantastically well. So I thought we'd do a little video clip to sort of you explaining why you design them like they are and your exact setup for your throw. So if you want to just fire away with your darts, we'll all hear all about it.
Okay, so as anybody can see on the barrel, we've got extra grip at the back because I like to throw the dart from the back. A lot of people sometimes throw it from the front, but I've got a tendency to throw it from the back. And also I've had the shaft doctored a little bit, so they've got a few extra rings so that when I'm right at the back I've still got a bit of grip on the shaft itself. Because obviously, like I say, I hold it more at the back there and I just feel like it just gives me a little bit more extra grip. There's loads of grip down here, that's great for the other finger, but just sometimes when my hand's right at the back there, I just feel like, it's giving me a bit more grip.
And what about the balance on the front? What do you do towards the front of the dart for support?
Well, I've got a tendency to tilt the dart back when I throw, so I'm aiming sort of that way instead of like dead straight on. So my weight's more at the back, and I tend to float the dart in.
Do you feel, is that a kind of thought for you when you're throwing, just to nicely float the dart into where you want it to go?
Yeah, and also it's great when the dart goes into your hand and you haven't got to move it around. You want it to just drop into your hand and naturally just throw it.
So you're not having to tweak your grip all the time and feeling very comfortable on stage.
And basically, I'll just pick the next dart, I'll throw the first one, next dart goes straight into my hand, my fingers know where they're going there, and I can just throw straight away.
And the oversized pair, that's interesting because you're the only person we know to date on tour that plays an oversized pair. We developed those flights exactly as you wanted them. How did you actually start playing with the oversized pair?
I don't know, probably 10, 15 years I've been playing with them. They stopped making them, probably 10 years ago, and I bought a whole couple of hundred sets of them, maybe a couple of thousand sets, and obviously they've dwindled down over the years, and it was lucky that you've done some more or have run out. But I've always liked the pear shape because they don't tend to block your view of the treble 20. I find the standard shape, they tend to block it out a little bit if I put one above it or one below the treble. It's the same, I like a light colour as well, same with white. I think it stands out on the back of the treble of the 20.
So it helps you for consistent aiming again, yeah.
And especially if you put one just above the treble 20, it gives you a perfect angle then to aim the next two in. And also, like I say, looking down that, it doesn't block so much off as a standard does.
Right, okay, yeah, well they've been extremely popular with us. I mean, obviously it must be your crusade and pushing them along. So, and what about the points, Steve? How are your points? Are they a standard point? Have they got any grip on there?
No, it's got a grip on the point, and obviously with darts you need to rough them up. It's not how sharp the point is; it's how rough the barrel of the point is. And with that extra grip, obviously when it goes in, it stops it from pulling straight back out.
So you're actually using the grip to actually help the traction in the dartboard then?
Yeah, because I mean, if you bought a brand new set of darts and you'd never had the knurl on it and it was all completely smooth, if you don't rough the dart up, it'll just go straight in the dart and back out again, straight out the dart.
So you can get a lack of grip from the board itself.
Yeah. So the main point of a point is to have the grip down the side.
So that's actually not to help you throw. That's to actually once you've thrown the dart and gone for you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
Brilliant.
I do know players that actually put their finger on there and they tend to get a good feel off the
nil point.
Yeah, just every different throws.
Brilliant. Thanks for talking us through your darts.
Pleasure.